An issue that frequently comes up in workers' compensation matters is whether a worker is considered an employee and therefore entitled to workers' compensation benefits, or an independent contractor, in which case they would not be entitled to workers' compensation benefits. What's important to remember at the outset is that simply because your employer calls you an independent contractor, or even if you have a contract that says you're an independent contractor, that doesn't necessarily mean, under the Workers' Compensation Act, that you're an independent contractor. There are several examples that I can provide to you where this issue comes up frequently. One of them is in the trucking industry. Sometimes the owner of a truck will hire a driver to operate the truck, and that driver will be considered an independent contractor. That may or may not be the case. It frequently comes up in the construction industry, where a contractor will hire a laborer to perform a portion of their work, and they will label them as an independent contractor, but again, they're not necessarily an independent contractor. The important issue in this area is who controls the means and methods for how the work is to be done. In determining that, the court will look at how the employee is paid. Are they paid with a 1099 or are they paid with a W-2? Are they paid cash? Are they paid by the job or are they paid by the hour? Are they on a fixed salary? Other issues that are important: who provides the equipment? Is it the worker who uses his own equipment, or is it the employer who provides the equipment to the worker? Other issues are whether or not the worker is performing the essential functions of the employer's business. In other words, if I am a carpenter and I hire someone to help me with carpentry, that person is probably not an independent contractor. On the other hand, if I'm a carpenter and I hire someone to do drywall, there is an argument that that drywall worker is an independent contractor. None of these factors, in and of themselves, are sufficient to make a determination as to whether or not someone is an independent contractor. It's critical that you speak with an attorney and that you do so as soon as possible. In my practice, I have represented dozens of workers who at first thought they were independent contractors, but I was able to prove with fact witness testimony as well as documents that they in fact were to be considered an employee under the Workers' Compensation Act, and those people received workers' compensation benefits. So don't assume that you are an independent contractor. Come to my office today and we can discuss this issue. You can also visit www.montgomerycountypaworkerscomplawyers.com.